Oh, let's go ahead and start getting some of these targets ready to see if how zeroed in this scope is from the steel target. I'm pretty sure it's not completely zeroed, but I'm pretty sure it's close. So let's see just how close exactly it is. But I got these, I just did them out like this, but on this one, I'm going to do it different. Instead of cutting these down, I'm just going to take my stickers here. After I rip some of it off that I don't need. And then stick them on the cardboard. And see exactly where I'm at. And these have stuck for a while, so the sun may take them and peel them like the others. I'm not for sure. Like on the new stuff. Like just sticking these to this, it may peel in the sun because it's so hot outside. Now, I'm actually wishing I was further north so it wouldn't be that hot. Like Florida, because it's, oh God, you know how hot it is in Florida. Especially if you live in Florida. But, well, I was born in Texas, but I was raised more in Indiana than anything else. How can I, okay. I started, well, I was born in Texas. Then I went from Texas, I think we went to Alabama, we went here and there, then we wound up in Indiana. When my, well, let's see. My parents were married, 68 or something. My, I have a stepsister and a blood sister, which is the one my mom's staying with in Georgia. Then me. So my parents were married in 68. My mom has another daughter from another previous marriage. She got out of that one, met my dad, married for the rest of the time until his passing. I know it was in 68, I just don't know what month. I'd have to look on the wedding anniversary and stuff like that when it was. But all the paperwork like that, I actually sent to my mom, so my sister has it. But it was in 68. I think it was 68. Yeah, somewhere around there. But I'd rather be in a cooler climate than here in Florida, so I don't know what I'm going to do in the future. I may wind up doing something. I may move somewhere. I don't know. Maybe somewhere further up north. Maybe in Georgia. Maybe Tennessee. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I guess I'll find out when that time comes, right? Who knows what I'm going to wind up doing. I may wind up just having places in both areas. Like have a winter home here and a summer home up there. I don't know. That would be good though, having that. So I'm gonna set these up like this. So instead of just having one big target, I got 6. But then you got these, and I got these like this, or whatever. You can't really see them. So I'll probably I'm going to put stickers on that too. But while I can, before I start talking about anything else, I'm good with the dedications, but I'm going to have to pick a day to do them. And I don't care about doing them. Why? How can I put? Not that I don't care if I do them or not. But it takes up a lot of time to kind of come up with the quotes and stuff like that on what to say. And instead of doing like stuff I regularly do, like the target practicing, the zeroing in, the sniper, improvising sniper saga, stuff like that. It kind of takes time to come up with stuff like that. Plus, it takes more time to come up with the improvising sniper saga and stuff like that. Which I needed pulleys, pulley system or something like that. I found some, but I don't know if they're going to really work or not for what I wanted to do. So I may have to do some more improvising on that to find out what I want to do. With it being so hot now, it may wind up turning more into a storyline instead of a video line. And I'd rather do a story, do a video story instead of just telling a story. So I'm gonna have to do some thinking on that too, and figure out some other stuff on that. But I mean, it's still there. It's still in the works and stuff like that. Like the PO box is still in the works. The merch and stuff like that is in the works on how I can do this and that. With me being low on money now, I want to kind of build myself up more in this to start receiving money on other stuff, and then I can put that into motion, start doing that, and then get that, and start designing something I need or want for like the saga and other like whatever quotes and stuff like that on whatever I say on stuff like that. Maybe go with a place to they got bunker branding, they got this, they got that other stuff, they got stuff here, they got stuff there. They got all kinds of places that you could do that with. Most of the bigger like bunker branding and stuff like that, the bigger ones, I mean, you got to be way up there to do anything. I mean, they do small creators, big creators, and stuff like that. So they're not going to turn a creator away that's actually able to make them money, per se. And make money for self, because there's all costs and stuff like that. Now, if you get into a point where you have enough money and you can do it yourself, like Matt Carricker did with bunker branding, and then he span out and knew this, that, and the other partners and stuff like that, then that's good. But you gotta get to a point where you're big enough to do that. And he's the veterinarian too, so he has that backup and stuff like that he did. I don't have that backup, so it's not like I can go create a branding place until I'm further up where I'm at, you know. So it takes a lot of build up to do stuff like that. Even with the like dedications and stuff like that, it takes the build up to do it. It takes time to do it. Taking up the stuff and all that kind of good stuff to do all that kind of stuff like that. I mean, it's worth it, but it takes up time. So that'd be thinking of that instead of like doing the zeroing in on the AR and stuff like that. So I don't want to go from a gun, like my channel being like a gun tuber thing, to a dedication thing, because I get to a point where I'll start losing followers, and I don't want that. I don't want that to happen. I've already lost a few. That's fine. I mean, true fans will stay because they know I'll get back to this, that, and the other. But as far as the dedications go, they're going to be held off for a little bit until I can work them into the schedule of what I do, recordings and stuff like that, of what I do. I don't know. I mean, who knows? I may pick a day to do them. I don't know the day yet, but you all will know when I do that. Unlike if I don't want to do any filming or anything like that, per se, and I just want to do the shorts and stuff like that, I may do it like on Sundays or something like that. Or who knows? Who knows? I may Saturdays. I don't know. But who knows? Because everybody knows that Sunday's the first day of the week, with Saturday being the 7th, or Sabbath, depending on whatever. But My beliefs are, I know there's a God, but I believe in God. I follow God, all that kind of good stuff and stuff like that. Let's say church-wise, I don't believe in singling out a single place to go for that. I mean, it's all over the world. I mean, I could be sitting right here and church right here. I don't have to be inside of a church to worship the Lord, which is my Savior. I don't have to be in a church. I don't have to be here. I don't have to be around people. I can worship Him anywhere and everywhere I go. I don't have to, because every single church out there, no pun intended in this at all, has different beliefs in every church. Whether it be Pentecostal, Baptist, whatever it is. Many different beliefs from many different versions of the Bible. The first Bible was written by God. Just written down by somebody else in God's words. Then you got this Bible, then that Bible came, then this writing, then that writing, then changing this and changing that. And it's just all over. But to make a long story short, everybody has their own beliefs and different beliefs. You believe in one thing, somebody else is going to believe in something else. It's up to you who you dedicate your life to. My life is dedicated to God, my Lord and Savior. Now, I don't have to go to be in church all the time on this, that, and the other and stuff like that. I can worship Him anywhere I go. I can worship Him in my own home. Pray, say this, say that, or whatever. Now, usually when I pray, I don't ask for stuff myself. Like somebody's sick or somebody's this, somebody's that. Yeah, of course I pray for them. And that prayer goes out to them and not to me, unless something major happens in my life that I need to pray for myself to get over or anything like that. But with God being in your favor, that's all taken care of. He watches over who He's with. Everybody in this world is going to sin one time or another. Whether they're full Christian, believe in God, believe the Savior and all that, they're going to sin at some point. And all they got to do is ask for forgiveness, and God will forgive. There's sins out there they say that God won't forgive. That'll have to be dealt with when you basically pass and you're presented in front of Him to go over your life on what happened and what you did. Then you have the chance to explain what you were thinking. Then it's up to God to decide what way you go. Me personally, I want to stay in heaven. Now, I fought the devil through my stuff that happened to me in my past or my life, and I've won every single time, because if I did not win, I wouldn't be here talking about this stuff now. I can walk through the darkness and I can walk through the light. I can be on both sides of the world, but every single time I still come out on top. Devil can't keep me down. But the best part is, God always keeps me up. And that's all faith in my Lord and Savior. I'm not going to stray from my Lord and Savior. He has nothing for me that I want that'll sell my soul to Him at all. My soul was given to God when I got baptized long ago. So it's not in my possession anymore to give to anybody. It's in God's hands. And that's where it's going to stay. So there's nothing out there that's going to tempt me to do anything. So getting on with the targets and stuff like that. So I've got my targets set up. Well, I've got to do this one still. But I've got these two. Which I should have kept these together, but I didn't. I thought it might be a little better if I got to use more staples. On this, I only got to use 4 staples. And the bigger one, well, let me get it, which is this, I could put more on. I could put probably, let's see, if I want to just do targets, I could do it like that. I could put, let's see, I can do 6. Okay, let me find that other piece. Hold on. There it is. Let's see. I could do. Well, I can't really do 8, but I can do 6 like spread out on here. So I can do. Here, let me do it this way. So I can do. Here, let me get it. 1. Now, if I leave these in here for a little bit and let them basically adhere to the cardboard, I might be able to get it so it won't peel in the hot sun as much as they do on that other one, because they peeled up because it was so hot outside. They may still peel up, but they may stay on a little bit more. If I let them dry, kind of really stick and adhere to the cardboard, instead of having to like staple them in or something like that, which I don't want to do. And one more. Which I can do this. So I've got the 6 here on basic targets. Basically just be setting, which I only need like one of these. Or maybe, maybe this whole section right here to get it really set and dialed in. Or if you're really good enough, all you need is 1. You got 1 to find out where you need to be and 2 for the bullseye. So, we're going to find out exactly where I am on this scope. Am I in the range of bullseye? Now, I know the crosshairs on the spinner target was on. Was it dead on? Or was it on maybe the corner or the top or something like that, on being high, stuff like that? Now, the higher you go on that target, the actually more it's going to spin. Because I went in and I hit it one time and it spun, I think, twice. And I think the other ones like spun once, I think, because of the way they were angled. So they could have been on the bottom, on the side, something like that, just to spin. It could have been in the middle. I don't know. That's one thing I'm going to have to actually find out. just to actually see exactly where the crosshairs are, to know if I gotta go left, right, up, down, whatever way I need to go. And right now it's probably hot outside because it's actually hot in here. I don't use air conditioning or anything. I got fans. It's kind of hard to get a house real cold that's not been insulated or anything like that. I mean, I bought them because it was a good deal, and there was 2 of them. So, well, actually, there was 3 all together. But the last one, my nephew wanted to move to Georgia. So he sold. Which, I mean, it don't matter to me. I mean, after hopefully this my YouTube keeps going and going and going and going and gets where I want it to get, then I'll have the money to buy property someplace else up further north, per se. More acreage to do stuff I want, more buildings to do stuff I want. But around here, with only having like let's say a half acre to do stuff with, because the other one's a rental. So not only there's the pump house in the house, there's nothing really good to do anything with right there. But here, I got the semi trailer, this, that, and the other like that to do stuff, and the trees and stuff like that to do stuff. But other trees are a lot higher that I'm not going to climb up them suckers because they're 20, 30, 40 feet in the air. No. Not that I'm afraid of heights anymore, but no. I'm too old to be climbing trees like that. But let's see, what else can I talk about? I gotta like zero this in. Come up with more stuff on the Improvising Sniper Saga. Maybe, hopefully, come out. There's some cool days coming and stuff like that. Maybe be able to do something then. Because, like I said, I don't want it just to turn into a story I tell without what I've been doing with this Improvising Sniper Saga that you guys actually liked watching and stuff like that. But I'm still gonna do stuff on guns and stuff like that. And like I said, I got the P.O. box coming and stuff like that. I gotta work that stuff out. Merch will be probably after I get monetized and start having money coming in and stuff like that. Then I can do more on the merch, like the merch and stuff like that, on what I like, t-shirts and hats and stuff like that. Maybe design my own stuff, who knows, do like a logo design and stuff like that on the, my incorporation and stuff like that I want to do with this, which is like on there, it's written on there, SLT Custom, not custom, SLT's Creative Solutions Incorporated. I had to think there for a second because my mind's all jumbled up from everything else. But SLT Creative Solutions Incorporated, which I've already done some of the stuff on the logo and that I'm going to use and stuff like that. But I got to get to a point where I can make it so I can put it on my page as my within my wherever I want to put it on logo and stuff like that. But I gotta create it to actually put it in there as a photo. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. I don't know if I don't know. I'll have to look. Maybe I could do it on my laptop and stuff like that or whatever, and create the logo and stuff like that. Or just go to a place that does stuff like that and just and basically let them know what I want. And basically, they can create something like that, and go from there. That way it's created, and I can do it, and I can just put it up as photo or something like that. I don't have all the necessary editing tools and stuff like that probably to create that. And my hand's not as good as some of the other people out there. But I just had a pop-up from my YouTube on someone I follow. which is Mike the Scavenger. If you ever follow him, he does. He goes around collecting all kinds of trash and stuff like that. Turns it into money, you know, good stuff like that. He scavenges stuff to make money and runs to the steel yards and stuff like that. But let's see. I got these set up, and some these I can save for later or whatever. But right now, these are the ones I need right here, which is these three. Which I may use the board instead. Which is right here. I may use this instead because I could put 4 staples in this. Or 6 in here. Which it really don't matter because I got more staples anyhow, so that really don't matter. But let's see, what else can I talk about that I'm going to wind up doing? I still got the bag set up and stuff like that, but I'm going to be working on that and stuff like that. But right now I'm working on more of the P.O. box stuff I need. And I'm trying to think up designs on the kind of merch and stuff like that I want to do and stuff like that. Then all the stuff that goes along with that on this. Then all the IRS stuff that's going to go along with all this. I got to think on that too. So I've got a lot of things to think up to do so I can do this the right way instead of the wrong way. So, like I said before, if you're going to do something right, or, well, let me rephrase that. If you're going to do something, do it right the first time. Because one thing you don't want to mess with is the IRS. Now, if whatever happens in the government and stuff like that on that, that's then, that's not now. So it's something we still have to deal with now. And go from there until whatever comes out and whatever happens, you know. I mean, that's like Canada. They don't have IRS, but they still pay taxes. So we'll see how everything goes and stuff like that on that kind of stuff. But I'm not really into political stuff, so I'm just saying. Because it's something I'm going to have to deal with to do this YouTube channel. I'm going to have to wind up dealing with IRS at some point, so I'm going to have to get on that and either get me an accountant, a tax guy, something. Which I may wind up getting a tax guy instead and doing it that way. So I know it's going to be done right the first time. And from the right people that do it. I mean, I know. Luckily, I know people that do that, so that'll be one good for me. And do it that way. But I still got like stuff to set up here and there, and I got to figure out all this stuff on the IRS and the channel and stuff like that. I got to figure all that out because I don't want to go into it wrong and be one of the let's say the YouTubers out there that do it for their own selfish reasons and then get in trouble in the end and don't have a channel no more. I'd rather have my channel live for a while instead of something like that happening. So I got to go over all my bases and get my bases done first, and then I can go with everything else. But like I say, I want to do it right the first time instead of doing it wrong and winding up messing everything up. So gonna do it. If you want to do it right the first time. I don't know how long I've been on here. I've been on here long enough, so I'll let y'all go, and y'all have a great weekend, and I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all stay blessed. Thank y'all. Let me see if I can reach it. Thank y'all. Y'all stay blessed.